Yeah, g'day guys, welcome to another Hang Loose Recluse couch potato investigation video. This is just a summary of what's been happening. It's now Saturday, it's day 6 after the event, or day 5, is it day 5? Oh, it's the 6th day after the event of what happened in Queensland. It's on everybody's heads here in Australia because it's how the fuck we just can't comprehend how the fuck something like that could happen. But to be honest, it's one of those things where when all the shit that was happening a year ago, when the government turned around and said there'll be never be any certain policy in this country, and then the way the government was pushing so hard, I was saying way back, someone's going to go fucking nuts. Someone is. And it's obviously a year later it's fucking happened and it's been brewing. The question I have is, if what happened a year ago, forced to maintain your fucking incomes to sit in this society and fucking live, would that have happened? I don't think it would have. So blood is on the hands of the gov, blood is on the hands of the state leaders, blood is on the hands of the federal fucking gov for just sitting back and letting state leaders do their fucking dirty work when it was basically illegal for them to do everything they were fucking doing, and the whole system's been crumbled because of the fact that they're... Anyway, blood is on the hands of the government, because I don't believe that this would have happened had they not fucking pushed the... I guess I can say it on this because I'm not going to put this on YouTube. Fuck no, but I might. Yeah, so I'll pretend that it's a YouTube video. Keep it censored. Fuck these fucking traffic. Yeah, it's just ridiculous that to think that had we not had an implementation of forced fucking to go and get your thing in this country, would this have ever have happened? I believe it would not have happened at all. Now, the media's trying to say conspiracy theorists, we're all the fucking same. We're all capable of this. Like, fuck we are. If you just sat down with a conspiracy theorist and just looked at our lives and had a chat with us and sit with us and talk with us and find out our beliefs, doesn't mean we're going to fucking be crazy motherfuckers and do stupid shit like that. That's just fucking ridiculous. But I speak from the heart, and my heart does not say that I would ever fucking go out and do what those cunts in Queensland did, because that's just pretty fucked up what they did. And now we're all painted with that same brush, so they're a bunch of fucking cunts for doing what they did, because now they're going to try and implement laws. Or was it a false flag? I don't know. I'm not going there. I don't think it was. I'm not going to call that, because I don't think it was a false flag. I think that they were real people that had real fucking issues or concerns that weren't addressed or whatever, and society needs to start addressing the fact that they've put these fucking medications into people by force, by coercion, because coercion isn't consent. We always remember that. There's lots of people out there that got these fucking things in their arms just to keep their fucking jobs. I wasn't one of them. I'm proud to say that, and I don't regret it. I do not regret not being fucking... I do not fucking regret it one bit. So all the bullshit at the start, so a pandemic of the fucking unvaxxed. Yeah, right, whatever. Anyway, I'm talking vocally here to make it more colourful, because that's just what I have to do, is put this personality on camera. Right now we're in the situation of the shit that went on in Queensland. And that's on everybody's minds. And the media isn't talking about it. They're not doing much about it. They're not saying much about it. They're not addressing the issue with... That wasn't me, that was the next bloke. They're not addressing the issue with the stuff that's been unleashed recently. So, anyway, I just thought I'd put all that out there and just say it. But I'm going to do a separate video now of the video that's been released, or their channel that was discovered, and it got put out to the media, but it got deleted, so it got taken down. But people have already copied those videos and put them up in other places, so they can be viewed. But there's some chilling fucking messages when you sit and listen to the whole 40 minutes of it. And I know people are saying, oh, where is it? Where is it? I just don't want to steer you towards it, because I don't want to be the instigator of someone who pushed you towards the information they're urging not to show. You might call me a pussy for doing that. There's hardcore people out there, but I don't give a fuck. I am who I am. I'm doing what I do because of what I do, and however I do it is how I do it, whether you like it or not. Call me what you will. I don't give a fuck. I've got to think of things, reasons why I won't show it. And of course I have morals too, even though it mightn't seem, they're trying to make it look like we don't have morals in the mainstream media to try and pit us against the media's trying to make out like, oh, we won't show you this because we're the mainstream media. We got morals. We've got morals. We're the mainstream media. Do the mainstream media really have morals? I don't fucking think so. They never have and they never will. They don't give a fuck. They'll never. That person that represents that mainstream media outlet is an employee of that organisation that has a procedure and protocol and a company policy to adhere to. Think about it like that. They can't stray away from the company procedures and policy. But isn't it ironic and odd that suddenly all of the mainstream media yesterday decided that they weren't going to show the video footage, but they'll happily show you the screenshot of what the footage looks like? Does not make fucking sense. We've got morals, but we'll show you a screenshot. We won't show you the video though. What the fuck is that all about? It's just totally ridiculous. Anyway, I'm down the rabbit hole in it. Fuck it. I don't care. I have to unleash, but I have to also be careful, and that's why I don't want to post everything that I have access to or everything that I've seen because, whatever. I'll just use my words because that's what I have. I have a voice. My voice is my tool in this, and that's all I can use to try and talk. Even though I'm not an expert in anything, I'm not an investigator or whatever. I'm a couch fucking potato investigator, just like all the rest of Australia, because every Australian has an opinion on this. Most Australians have an opinion that's been directed to them by the fucking mainstream media. So it's been steered. Their opinion has been manipulated by mainstream media. Yeah, it's blatantly obvious. These cunts were cunts for fucking doing what they did. But we have to look at why they fucking did it, and they can't shelve that under the carpet. They can't shelve these newly released videos under the carpet. They just simply cannot do that. They cannot do that. And that's all I'm saying is we need to look at these videos and see what the fuck the message is. I know they're worried about copycat. That's their excuse. They're making it, we're worried about copycats. Fuck off with that excuse. That excuse is bullshit. That they're trying to cover up a bit of evidence that was in there. I'm telling you now, there was information in there. I'm not going to say it. Well, I might as well. I won't say what it is. I'll just tell you about it. I can talk about it. It's a fucking free country, isn't it? Is it a free country? You know what I mean? Yeah, but there was names dropped in this fucking video that they had. The videos they had, they shared some names and they were in the establishment, if you know what I mean. The blue uniformed establishment. And they were in that fucking name drop. The thing is, why were they name dropped? Let's look at the history of that. There's fucking badge numbers and name drops dropped all over the place, left, right and centre. And there's a story in it, and they even mentioned about coming to my gate. So, you know, coming to the gate of the residence where the fucking shootings took place. So do your research, guys, and fucking look into it. I urge you. I could post the links, but I don't want to be associated with being labelled fucking someone who's associating and promoting the fucking badness of what happened, because that's not what it's about. You know, I've come across them. There is ways to find it, and I urge you to fucking research it and try and find it. Anyway, now it's time for an ad break. I don't want to advertise the company. Soda water, healthy man's lemonade. Well, get you for fucking holding the fucking drink. Well, get fucked, I was thirsty. What am I supposed to do? Pull over and have a drink? And if that's the case, then every other motherfucker on the planet will be driving their car pulling over, especially the people that would throw the fines out at you. So I'm sure they don't fucking pull over to have a drink. I'm sure they drink while they're driving. Get fucked. That's all I'm saying. Yep, this might be a fucking Rumble video, but I just heard that Rumble's been owned by fucking Apple. There's something going on with that Rumble. The fact that it's owned by a big, huge corporate entity. Jibble. What else? Yeah, not much else I can really say, I suppose. Other than the fact it's fucking hot in here. So I'll put the aircon on. Sorry. Fucking camera overheated. Alright, back to the story. I'm going to get out of this patch. Yeah, alright. Here we go. Yeah, and we're off. I've now put the fucking camera in front of the fan vents because I don't want... what am I doing? Turn the hazards off. Because I don't want the camera to overheat. It's fucking overheating. It's not even a hot day. I've got 29 degrees Celsius outside. Fucking, but because it's in the windscreen, it's fucking hot on a 30 day. I hate to see what it's like at 35 degrees. What a pain in the ass. Anyway, back to the story. G'day guys, welcome to another Hang Loose Recluse Couch Potato investigation. And I just want to talk about the video, the full-length video of what's happened in Queensland. The murderers fucking released a video series of videos leading up to it. Now, just because we watch it doesn't mean that we support it or support what they fucking did in any way, shape or form. You know, they had radical views. They were radicalised. They were radical fucking views. And, you know, if anyone to go out and fucking shoot someone or kill someone is a radical extremist. Simple as that. Now, I think alternatively, like a lot of people out there, but I'm not a radical extremist and I'm not going to go and fucking hurt anybody. I'm not going to go and shoot anybody. I wouldn't do any of that. It's totally ridiculous. But anyway, the mainstream media is trying to turn it onto the people that don't believe the narrative of the government or the mainstream media, which is pretty fucked up. Whereas it's a free country, it's free thought, isn't it? But anyway, touching on the video, the full-length video, I watched it last night, the full length of it, and it's fucking chilling. Today is Saturday, it's 6 days after the event. So it happened Monday, today's now Saturday, so it's not even a week ago as the case unfolds. And every day mainstream media comes out with new little, I guess, updates of what's going on. So yesterday they came out with the videos that were found on YouTube. They were talking about them, but they all ran with the same narrative, and they all did it at the same time, because when I listened to the local mainstream radio here in Perth, which is 6PR in Western Australia, they were saying that, they put a debate. I posted it somewhere else, the full audio for that, and they were debating whether, they should run with the story, but they already knew they weren't allowed. Someone instructed them, we're not going to run this, but we want you to talk about why you're not going to run it and make it look like, we can't do it because suddenly the mainstream media has morals. Well, for starters, the mainstream media doesn't have morals because they don't give a shit what story they tell you, and they're always telling you glorified bullshit all the time anyway. So why would it be that suddenly the mainstream media suddenly has morals all of a sudden? It just does not make any sense to me that suddenly they can't show you the 40 seconds of video that the killers made after they've... Yeah, all right, it's because it's sensitive. All it is sensitive at this stage. But when has sensitivity stopped the fucking mainstream media from pushing a story? Somebody dies, they'll always fucking talk about it and whatever, and they have no form of sensitivity in other scenarios. Why suddenly have they got a scenario of sensitivity in this? You know, previously, a family member might have died in some certain situation. They don't give a fuck about holding back that information or suppressing that information. But on this occasion, they've suppressed all of the information. We don't want to go there. We're good guys. We're fucking so good, we're not going to show you. But there's a reason for that. And the reason is because if they show you the 40-second last video, they have to show you all of their other videos, or at least talk about the other videos. And I'll tell you why they won't, because there's information in those other videos that points to something that's going to unearth a lot more than this case ever realised, because there's evidence in those videos to suggest that one of the shooters had links to police officers, obviously in the industry that he was working in. I'm not sure who they mean by Daniel when they're talking about it, but they're mentioning the word Daniel, which is like a religious name for one of them. I'll have to do my research and see who Daniel is. I can't remember who Daniel is when they're talking about Daniel. But it's a religious name for one of them. Now, they worked in education and alongside, they were academics basically. We'll just call them all academics, and they were academics. Why is the academic word not being raised in this? That's another good question. Why aren't they calling them academics? No, they're conspiracy theorists as the main narrative of the media. It's fucking bullshit. It's, just the way the media is trying to portray that, because the media knows that they're losing grip, and it's all because of the people who think alternatively, why the mainstream media is on a downward slope in society, and mainstream media is on a downward slope. It's trending downward. The only people they've got on their side is the blue rinse people that sit home and read the papers. Who buys a paper anymore? Some people do, but anyway, that's off track. Let's get back to the fucking story. Negotiating traffic. You're watching another Hang Loose Recluse negotiating traffic video. No, you're not really. It's pretty fucked up. What do? Back to where I was. I lost my train of thought. There's messages in those videos towards the people in blue, the uniformed people of New South Wales and Queensland. and there's information that relates to badge numbers and names. So if the media starts showing that one video, they have to start showing and talking about the other videos, which means the media will open up a can of worms and make people question what the fuck is actually going on with that. And they need to link it up. The thing is, they can't deny it's there. They have to look into it. As part of the investigation, the investigators investigating this case have all seen the video. They've pulled the channel. Obviously, they've got copies of the videos for their records, and they're going over those videos. So the names that were dropped in those videos will have to be looked into and work out why they mentioned those names and what the hell the story was there. But from what I can work out, it sounds like the way he said, I was working alongside you. So he was working alongside them, what, in a case, because he was some support type worker thing. So something's gone down. And he was saying he's naming them because he worked alongside them, and it's very interesting. I wish I could just post this video on YouTube, but I don't want to be the one in Australia to be doing that. So I'll wait till other people start posting it and see what happens. They can't hide these videos. They can't keep deleting the videos. They can't hide the truth. The truth is always going to rear its ugly head. And that's what they don't want. They really don't want to bring the truth up, and they don't want it to get out there in mainstream society, because it's just going to paint the mainstream also in a different light for covering it up. But they're fucking with your brains, you mainstream media followers. They are fucking with your emotions in trying to win you over, to make you follow their narrative, to make you feel the empathy, the compassion that they're suddenly feeling in this story. It just does not make fucking sense why they can't report facts or evidence that's been brought to light in the investigation. And it has. So let's look at those videos, guys. Let's look at why those fucking dudes did what they did. Let's look at why the mainstream media isn't talking about it. Not for the empathy or the compassion or the morals. They're making out they got morals. They ain't got no fucking morals. Anyway, this has been another update on the Hang Loose Recluse investigative fucking couch potato investigation saga. You've been watching another Hang Loose Recluse load of garbage. Thank you.